Codemasters released their first developer diary for F1 2018 just a couple of minutes ago, and it's all about the changes in this year's career mode. The game director Lee Mather narrowed this video, and it's called F1 2018 Developer Diary Making Headlines. So this video is going to be about the career mode, about the changes, and as you can see, we're actually getting some gameplay. Some Renault, some Haas, some Mercedes, Paul Ricard circuit, but that's not the point. Let me talk about the changes in this year's career mode. The first thing that they mentioned is that the press are going to play more of a massive role in this year's game. You're going to get a new character called Claire, and she is going to be your media person. So she's going to ask you questions about the season, about the race, about the car, about other drivers or other teams. And you have to pick your answer wisely. You've got to choose your answer wisely, otherwise the answer that you give is going to affect your team massively. I don't think these people understand how effective these answers could be. You don't want to slip up, you don't want to say something negative about the team, about the other driver, about the R&D. And plus, they force you with the timer, so that's going to play a massive role. I can't wait for that. There's going to be several different locations where Claire will ask you these questions, and as you can see, one of them is going to be the waiting room, and it's going to be really sick. Lee Mather also talked about contracts and how contracts now have perks in this year's game. So for example, if you want to switch from, let's say, Sauber, for example, let's say you're in the Sauber and you want to go to either McLaren or Renault, maybe when you're offering or when you're negotiating new contracts, maybe they'll have a couple of better perks. So for example, from the video that I watched the video a couple of times. When they went to the perks, they basically, as you can see here, let's see, look at this, they gave you 3 levels. So one of them was upgrade speed, one of them was pit stop efficiency, the other one was upgrading multiple features at the same time, multiple parts in one department. So maybe you want to switch to Renault because they might have a 10% increase in pit stop efficiency, but maybe you want to stay in Sauber because they're working on 2 upgrades in one department. So when you're negotiating new contracts, it's going to make your decision really a little bit more harder as to what perks you want or what they have. So, and as you can see, if you want the perks and you can't, and the team can't make them, then your negotiation is going to fail. So the perks are going to decide what team you sign with in the off season. They talked about rivalries as well, so obviously, like in the 2016 and 2017 games, your teammate is going to be the biggest rival, but nearing the end of the season, you get the chance to choose who you want as your rival. So let's say, for example, you're interviewing Claire after a race, and you say how you're better than, I don't know, Carlos Sainz or Daniel Ricciardo. If you call one of them out, that driver is going to be your rival. If you outperform that driver, then the chances of you getting a contract, let's say with Renault, with a Red Bull, will go much higher, because then that team will basically tell you, listen, you be one of our drivers, we can offer you a contract. So then you can talk, and then maybe you can manipulate your way to get better perks, but you can't go over aggressive with these perks. So I can't wait for the career mode in this game. The graphics look really nice. They've made a couple of changes. Emma looks really different than she did in F1 2017. Why does she look like Theresa May? I have no idea. But the point of this career mode this year is the media and how you treat them and how you give them answers, because you want to choose the right answer. You can't just fast forward these questions and then pick the wrong answer, and then before you know it, your relationship with your teammates down, your relationship with your R&D team's down. You've got to take your time, but the thing is, they kind of force you to choose your answer because they got the timer in the middle, and we've seen how this whole press feature now works. So now you're going to be on the spot. You're going to be like, oh wait, what do I pick? Do I go with this answer? Do I go with that answer? And before you know it, you've got to make a decision before the timer runs out, and that puts you on your feet almost. So I can't wait to be under pressure and to look at these answers. They're going to be talking about a lot of different things in the season. They also mentioned the presentation. Lee Mather talked about how the presentation is one of the biggest things this year, and obviously with the new F1 2018 season, they've changed a lot of things. The new logo, new intro, you guys know what I'm talking about. So the commentators are going to be talking about the things that have happened this season. So for example, in the career mode, let's say you've been battling with Daniel Ricciardo or Lewis Hamilton or Sebastian Vettel, and you do a clean overtake, a nice switch overtake to take the lead and win the race. In the next race, they're going to be talking about that battle between you and, let's say, Sebastian Vettel or Daniel Ricciardo. And I like that. I like how the commentators have actually went out their way to talk about what you've done. And also Lee Mather has also said that the media is now going to react more to what you say in the press conferences, or let's just say when Claire interviews you. So it really goes back to what this video is all about. It's all about what you say to Claire and how you treat the questions. So I cannot wait for F1 2018. It seems like the career mode is really going to put you on the spot as far as press answers and, you know, other drivers and other teams and rivals, and it's just going to make this career mode a whole lot fun. And plus with this new system of where the regulations change, where there's going to be a massive change, I hope Lee Mather talks about that, where the regulations change in order to make it more fun. I can't wait. What do you think of this year's career mode? Do you think it's going to be fun? Do you like how these answers or these press interviews, do you like how these press interviews can affect your career? Or don't you like it? Let me know.